Hello there. Once again, this is Anton from Anton Obey. Thank you for taking a few minutes to stop by the collection room and look at some comics with me. So many moons ago, I picked up just some random X-Men books. And even though I've sold a ton of X-Men and I don't really have that much of it anymore, I did wind up with a few that I kept, and I don't think I've ever even opened them. Never even flipped through them. So I thought I'd take a look at this X-Men Blue here. This is issue number 9. Oh, you know what? This is X-Men Blue, and it's issue number 8. Let's look at issue number 8 first. We'll look at them chronologically. I have no idea what's going on in this. I have no idea what time this takes place. All I know is that this has a $3.99 cover price, and I never, ever would have bought that off of a shelf. As it is, I probably picked this up out of a dollar bin, or possibly it came in a mystery lot from eBay. Most likely it was a mystery lot from eBay. September 2017. Yep. I would not have been buying comics at the time. At least not anything new. I haven't bought new comics off the newsstand for many years, except for like a handful of different times. I've bought like an Elvira comic once and a Cave Woman comic or something like that, but in general, no. And nothing Marvel, nothing DC probably, but I do get used books or stuff like that, and that's how I get newer stuff, because I cannot bring myself to pay what they want for comics these days, nor am I that interested. As I've said many times, my collecting and rapidly, seeking out new books and stuff like that ended at pretty much 2001. And everything I have that is from post 2001 came used in lots or just, random piles that I picked up in different places. Not pulled off of a newsstand, because I don't really do that. Anyway, Polaris looks good. Still not really sure what else is going on. Trading card cover art gallery. That's fairly interesting. This is 2017. You have a trading card cover art gallery, and all of these outfit designs are from 1995 at the latest, probably 94. That should tell you where you peaked, guys. That should tell you maybe you shouldn't have gone past there. Maybe you should go back there. Maybe you should have just stayed there and never left there anyway. But I digress, because I'm one of those cranky old people that's always like, why did they have to change it? That's not how that character acts. That's not how that character is. Boy, that makes me sound like an old fuddy-duddy. Oh well, I'm sure there's a few of you comic book readers out there who can maybe relate to what I'm saying there, as far as I feel like my time of comics has kind of passed, and they won't make them like for me anymore. And I think that happens with pretty much every age of comics, because it's like, okay, the guys who read comics in the golden age, they're not reading stuff off the shelf now. Of course, they're probably dead. But when it gets into Copper Age, Bronze Age, Modern Age, I think you honestly shop off the shelf for a good 10, 15 years, and then it passes you by. And it no longer relates to you. So, kind of like music does. Or can. I'm not saying this is like a universal law. I'm just saying I feel like it happens sometimes. And I've always kind of felt like newer comics were kind of not meant for me, I guess. That makes me sound really old. This is a weird video. So this would be much more my age, my era. This art speaks to me. This story would probably be full of characters I recognize. And this cover is super hot and cool. Kitty Pryde, of course. Oh, this is a classic. Sorry, I still got some gunk in my throat from a cold. Okay, I have seen these panels like recently. I uploaded some of them. I didn't realize they came from this particular book. Of course, this is the reprint. It probably came from the original book. That's a weird one cheek sneak picture there. I always wondered whose idea it is to strip Wolverine down and draw him all hairy, because I feel like that would take so much more time. Like, look at how hairy he is. Doesn't that take more time to draw a hairy Wolverine? Maybe they don't care. Maybe they liked the break of drawing some hairy Wolverine. And who is this hairy guy? I got Ron Jeremy in a comic book. Reprint to some Dazzler stuff. Is this from the Dazzler comic, or is it reprinted from X-Men as Dazzler? You never know. Whenever it's like classic X-Men, it could, you know, it's reprinted stuff, but they often give them really good covers, and it's good. It's good. I like it. And then that is an excellent shot of Dazzler. Now this one I picked up, actually, it's been a while I picked this up. It's really rough. It's in really rough shape. But it was in like a 50-cent bin or something like that. And I was like, you know what? I sold all my issues of New Mutants, except I bought this issue. So I have one issue of New Mutants, and this is it. New Mutants 39, the White Queen cover, and you can tell I got a White Queen thing going on here. Pawns of the White Queen, and of course she's wearing more inside the book than she is on the cover, because who wants to sell some comic books to the young lads? So that's why we do that. This is, of course, has to do a lot with her Hellions. This is her first team. This is before she's a good good guy, and she runs a Gen X or anything like that, or joins the X-Men. She's a bad person at this. She's with the Hellfire Club, and these are her Hellions. And she's got this whole team that's hers, and they end up getting like super deadened later. And I can't remember how, because I don't think I've read what actually happens, but I know she's very upset by it, and it plagues her as she raises Gen X, like the X-Men team. She keeps thinking of her Hellions, and it's a thing that haunts her. So the death of her Hellions definitely haunts her. 1986, the new Marvel Universe. Sucked. I did not like a single book from it. There was a few that I tried to like, and they looked cool, but is this Magneto, like, kind of naked in a shower, I guess? I don't know. And then there's some punk dude. I also don't know what's going on there. When did Care Bears have a flower car? Why do I not remember a flower car? That's kind of cool, though. I mean, in like a really lame way. Firestar on a 4-issue Odyssey. I would love to have the Firestar miniseries. I love doing miniseries and videos. I think I have a couple issues of it, but I do not have the whole thing. Power Pack and Spider-Man with tips on ways to prevent sexual abuse. I do not have this book anymore. This was the very first comic that I ever read in 1984, so I would have been 3 or 4 when this comic book was given to me, and it features a young kid with my name getting molested by his babysitter. Very, very unsettling for a young lad, but that's the way it is. So there's four Marvel comics. I don't do much with X books anymore, but I did with these, and that's them. So thank you guys so much for watching. I appreciate it. That's my story. I'll catch you guys later. Bye.